And here, nestled within the tangled weeds of the digital dark corner, we find the Bobby Truthius, a tubby, bespectacled creature ironically known as nothing but the truth. A self-appointed moral arbiter, he made a name for himself, delivering endless online judgments, calling others bacon, and casting himself as the last righteous man in a sea of sinners. But then came the infamous stream, a moment now etched into clown world legend. Live on camera, before a stunned audience, Bobby exposed himself and urinated into an old baked bean tin. The moral high ground collapsed faster than his credibility. Even the mighty tribal elder Hedgehog Man, the Dark Corner's most influential and steadfast creator, couldn't salvage what was left of Bobby's reputation. If Hedgehog can't save you, no one can. Since that day, the Bobbyus, a creature not unlike a wild-eyed shrew clutching a copy of the YouTube guidelines, has spiraled into obscurity. Attempting to rebrand with random, wholesome content, he quickly learned what others before him have. Once you've pissed into a tin on stream, the algorithm doesn't forgive. We now observe the final chapter, a once aloof relic, fading quietly into the irrelevant mist.
How do, folks? I hope you're well. It's Bobby here. Bobby Boo from The Real Honest Truth. That's me. How you doing? I thought I'd just jump on and have a little chat about why I left the dark side.
The camera rolls, and what unfolds might genuinely be the worst YouTube intro in human history. It's like someone gave Andy Peters a head injury and told him to make a CBeebies segment using Microsoft Paint. The music? A deranged xylophone loop clearly stolen from a toddler's nightmares. Bobby's clearly going for wholesome family vibes, which given his on-stream meat and beans incident is less ironic and more flat-out disturbing. And then he appears, Bobby nothing but the truth himself, pudgy, blinking, wearing that weird forced grin like he's about to offer you a Werther's original and a psychological evaluation. He tries to channel the friendly Yorkshire bloke persona, but honestly, it has the same unsettling energy as Jimmy Savile offering you backstage tickets to his Fix-It show. He clears his throat and tells us he's here to explain why he left the dark side. Spoiler alert, it wasn't a noble exit. We all know it was less brave moral stand and more peed in a tin and got memed into oblivion. But let's see what revisionist fairy tale he's cooked up. Probably something about negativity, trolls, or growing as a person. Strap in. It's damage control time with Bobby Truthius, defender of dignity, until live chat starts.
Yes, the dark side. Well, I consider myself quite a positive person. I have been all of my life. And it can't help me, because I've always been seen as a leader when problems happen, because I'm calm and I'm positive. Which isn't a good thing sometimes. You know, you can get lent on. Lean on, lent on, I don't know. Anyway, I left the dark side because I was getting a bit down with it all. It is a tough place to be with all the name calling.
For months, Bobby positioned himself as the Dark Corner's moral compass, a one-man tribunal dishing out verdicts from behind his glasses. Everyone was a bacon, a wrong'un, or a nunce by association. He spoke with the certainty of a drunk Judge Judy, convinced his moral radar was infallible. Day after day, video after video, he cast judgment like some four-eyed Yorkshire Kim Jong-un, proudly presiding over a crumbling empire of delusion. And then, the bean tin incident, live, on camera, fully exposed and clearly blindo, drunk. The same man who demanded virtue from others, pissed into a tin while streaming to the world, possibly females and minors watching. A fall from grace so hard it left a crater in the credibility of everyone who ever backed him. He wasn't brought down by trolls or negativity, he was brought down by himself. And a complete inability to keep his trousers and hypocrisy in check.
I pop my head in now and again and see what's happening. At the moment, it's just like, play school. everybody's bickering. Everybody's calling each other silly names. Names that, serious names. So yeah, I decided to move away. Now on the dark side, you can make some money, believe it or not. Now I never monetized my channel. It's not, I don't want to be a slave to YouTube, put it that way. That's another story. But you can grow a channel there too. I grew a channel to 5,500 people. Unfortunately, that channel got taken down. It got hacked by a bot, and I lost the channel eventually, and YouTube struggled to get it back.
Now we enter cope mode. Bobby's rebrand tour continues, painting the dark side as some sort of digital play school. Everyone's just arguing and calling each other names, he moans, like this wasn't his favorite hobby a few months back. Yes, Bobby, that's why we love it. It's chaos, always has been. And you were right in there, squealing bacon and pointing fingers with the rest of the mob. Now he claims he's different, better, a beacon of purity, because he doesn't monetize his channel. Except he does through
if you want to buy me coffee, you can.
link. It's the same thing, just wearing a fake mustache. Either he doesn't know how to set up proper monetization, or he never hit the threshold. And the fact he lies about it so easily tells you all you need to know about his so-called high morals. If that's his standard for truth, what else is he faking? Classic hypocrite. Classic cope. Then comes the delusion. My channel was taken down by bots. Really? Bobby, this isn't espionage. No one coded a cyber weapon to target your bean tin content. Your channel was pulled because it breached YouTube policy. It's not Pornhub. Exposing your little mushroom violates every guideline. But sure, Bobby, keep saying it was bots. We'll pretend to believe you, just like we pretended to forget the stream.
I'm hoping that people stay who want to see my content, which is just basic, everyday stuff, a lot of it. I do like looking into crime. If it makes sense, I moved away because I was getting down with it, and it was just getting stupid. Absolutely stupid. I went on there to expose one person.
Hi guys, my name is Decca Heggie.
Originally. And, well, the guys, I've got a YouTube ban, I believe. There's a little bit of safety. A bit of, what's the word? Self-satisfaction in the thought that he's not able to, get out there and make money in a positive way because the guy is extremely dangerous. And people are being made aware of that. And there's other ones. There's an Irish guy who's just as bad.
As the cope session deepens, Bobby hits us with his pièce de résistance. He's leaving because it's mission accomplished. Yes. According to Bobby Truthius, he played a key role in toppling the dark corner's steroid and cocaine-fueled apex predator, the Decasaurus himself, Decca Heggie. Let's be clear, that's complete fiction. If anything, Bobby helped promote Decca, gave him oxygen, fed the beast, sat there in panel after panel, discussing him like a tabloid agony aunt, boosting clicks and keeping the circus going. Then, in a sudden grasp at legitimacy, he invokes the Irish guy, obviously the shadow boxer. Fair enough, they've had real history, but so do you, Bobby. Let's not forget, you and Decca share a very specific hobby, exposing yourselves on camera. You can't fight degeneracy while swinging your own meat on live stream, Bobby.
You'll see that I've gone a different way on the channel. Mixed videos, so the algorithm's going to be going mad. It won't understand where I'm going because they're all over the place. I'm trying to start vlogging, as you know, if you watch my videos. And it's not, it's something I've got to learn. You've got to learn, and I've been watching a few videos. I've got the gear, I've got the equipment. Yeah, my good lady treated me. So I'm out and about now. I'm going to do some videos and take you with me. I've got a little drone as well, so I can get some aerial footage of places. So watch out and see what you think.
In the final act of this diluted drama, Bobby begins shilling his new content. And right out the gate, he starts laying the groundwork for why his views are tanking. Apparently, his videos are so diverse and creative that the YouTube algorithm just can't figure them out. Yes, really. Another fantasy to add to the pile? Right next to the one about a rogue bot wiping out his channel in a way YouTube's own engineers apparently couldn't reverse, this is textbook boomer cope. The man has no clue how the platform works. I mean, with video titles like My Specsaver's Outing. No wonder the algorithm's confused. It thinks it's watching CCTV footage from a waiting room. Now, he claims he's taken up vlogging, a skill, he says, that can be learned. Well, Bobby, vlogging isn't about tripods and editing apps. It's about charisma and human connection. Two things you're in very short supply of. Yes, you've got the gear, but that's like giving a chainsaw to a hamster. And please, for the love of God, stay away from parks, schools, play areas, and any kind of public transport toilet. Because if the algorithm doesn't catch up with you, the authorities probably will.